Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Very different setup we have here today. I thought I would attempt to do a sort of come shop with me, and kind of just nipped out to my nearest retail park, and I'm gonna have a look in TK Maxx just to see if there's any good bargains in there, specifically the makeup. Last time I came in here I did pick up a couple of things, but it wasn't the best if I'm honest. It is also currently half term here, so it might be busy in there and this might be a bad idea, but we'll see how we get on. So here we are at my nearest TK Maxx. Managed to get a pretty good parking space right outside, so let's go inside and see what they've got. So basically I chickened out actually speaking in the shop, so I'm doing this as a voiceover instead. I was happy to see that they had some e.l.f. products in the store, as I didn't know that TK Maxx stocked them, but they had a few brushes that were $2.99 each, which to me didn't seem that much cheaper than they would be online, because their brushes are pretty cheap anyway. They had a couple of brushes from Real Techniques, and I was considering purchasing this brush set, but I just think because they are detail brushes that I probably wouldn't have got full use out of them. But it's nice that they do have them there as well. Then moving over, they had some false nails and some false lashes, and they also had this sponge set from Real Techniques, which I was actually considering because I do really like their face sponges, and it was only $7.99, but it's the orange sponge that I prefer, so I decided to leave them. I also considered picking up a pair of these Ardell lashes because they were only $3.99, and I would like to try and wear false lashes, but I just don't think I'd get my wear out of them, so I left them as well. I then spotted this glow kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It was $24.99. I probably wouldn't get my use out of this, so I decided to leave this one too. They then had this e.l.f. kit which was a bit bashed up and I think had items missing. Other than that, the section was a bit messy and didn't have much else in it. They did have this set of face brushes from Glossybox. I do want to try from them, but I'd rather look for an eye set rather than a face set. Then they had this Gen Nude mini lip set from BareMinerals, which wasn't a bad price for $12.99. I just wouldn't have got use of all the shades. I then spotted this Dr. Lip lip tint set, which I thought was really good value for $6.99. I also thought this Pixie set was really good value for £9.99. I would have been tempted to get it, but I just really don't need any more palettes at the moment. I spotted a few things from this Incredible brand, which is the Makeup from Nails ink, but nothing caught my eye. Then seeing this eyeshadow palette from Essence. I've only ever seen Essence in Wilko's, I've not seen it in TK Maxx before. Then they had another eyeshadow palette from Pixie, which was again £9.99, but if I was going to get one, I'd rather get one with the eyeliner in. They then had this contour set from BareMinerals, which unfortunately had been swatched, but it looked like quite nice shades in it, and this one was $12.99. They then had a lot of eyeshadow palettes from the brand W7. The one that I've tried I wasn't overly impressed with. They then had a few Lottie London eyeshadow palettes, which weren't too bad for £5.99. My eye was then completely drawn to this unicorn packaging. My daughter would absolutely love this. I think it was just a cheap eyeshadow palette. I then spotted this double labelled BareMinerals eyeshadow palette. It says it was $16.99 in Ross, which for me translates to roughly £12, but for some reason we're selling it here for £24.99. You'd think they'd at least take the Ross label off it. It did look like it was nice shades, but I wouldn't pay $24.99 for it. I then seen that they had a couple of these Anastasia Beverly Hills blush trios. This one is in the shade Pool Party, and that was £14.99. And then they had this other one, which was in the shade Cocktail Party. I was slightly tempted to pick one of these up, but I then realised I have too many blushes in my collection already that I need to work my way through, and the couple of them that were there and I did actually open, that's what I'm currently trying to do right now, open while filming, they had unfortunately been swatched, so I wouldn't have picked them up anyway. I then found this section in the middle with quite a few things in it first thing I spotted was this Barry M nail varnish set, which was £5.99 for 5 nail varnishes. That is a pretty good deal because they are usually £2 or £3 each, but I do already have a few from this set, which is why I didn't get this one. I then raided the selection of Anastasia Beverly Hills products that they had, starting with this stick foundation. Not my kind of thing, but if you like that, it's not too bad. It was £9.99 instead of £25. They just had a random selection of shades, but they did have sort of light and dark, so it might be quite good if you do want to check out one of their foundations to go and see what your local TK Maxx does have on offer. They also had some single eyeshadows. I've just recently got rid of all my single eyeshadows, but I'm not going to lie, I was quite tempted just to try one of them out. Then they had some liquid lipsticks. This one, as you can see, has clearly been opened, but these were also £9.99. I was actually quite surprised to see some neutral shades in the liquid lipsticks. This one is in the shade Grim, which is one that I did actually end up picking up. They then had this one in the shade Sepia, I think, Sepia. But I thought it'd be all the bright out there colours that they mainly had, but they did have quite a few neutrals. Then they had this liquid highlighter, which was also £9.99, but not my kind of thing, so just kind of delved back into the lipsticks. These are the matte lipsticks, and that was in the shade Cool Brown, again £9.99. I did consider getting that one. Then we have the shade Nocturnal, which was more the kind of shades I was expecting to see, and then that was a kind of black shade. Then we have the shade Rosewood, which again I think is the one that I actually decided to go with. And then we have, I can't even see what that one was, but that looked like a green shade. Then the shade Stevie, which was a dark brown shade, and then that was kind of a greyish black shade, I think. And then again, another neutral one, which is Dead Roses. I think I did really like the look of the Dead Roses one, but when I actually looked, the packaging was open and someone had unfortunately swatched it, so I'm glad I didn't risk it and try that one. Then they had this Orchid shade, which was a bright fuchsia colour. Then Midnight, which is a black lipstick, which I'd never wear. Then I think this is another liquid lipstick, and that is in the shade Trouble. That was one of the ones that I wanted to pick up, so I did keep that to one side, if you see in there. But again, when I look closely at it, that one had also been swatched, so unfortunately I had to put that one back, which is a shame because that was a really, really nice shade. But delving as deep as I could to find if there was any more neutral shades. This one is Mink, but I'd fallen out the package, so that was a shame because that looked like it was a really nice shade as well. And then another Orchid one, and then we were kind of hitting the bottom of the barrel there because it was all empty boxes and unopened packages, so I kind of gave up after this point because I was getting a lot of repeats and things. They then had a selection of Lottie London highlighters, and then this Catrice highlighting palette. I'd never seen anything from Catrice in TK Maxx before, but this didn't have a price on it, and I probably wouldn't get much use out of it anyway, if I'm honest. I then spotted a Stila eyeliner, but it was unfortunately an empty box. I think this was another highlighter from Model's Own, and then this was a Stila liquid lip, which was £7.99 down from £29, which is really good. It just wasn't the right shade for me, and that was the only one I spotted that was still in the box. The rest of them were all kind of open and missing. They then had this gloss from Pixie, which was £5.99, and then Clinique lip powder, which I was intrigued by, but unfortunately it wasn't in its box either. I don't think I've seen any other of them because that would be one I was definitely considered trying. That was down to £9.99, but say all the boxes were empty. And then we have a lip set from BareMinerals, which was £9.99, which wasn't too bad. Opening every Clinique box hoping to find one of those lipsticks. I then spotted an e.l.f. mascara, which I think is one I've tried and it was awful. That was £2.99, which again I think it's similar to what it is online anyway. Then there was something from Hailey Baldwin with a Model Co, which was £4.99. Then a few more singles from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which were £3.99. A couple of good shades that they did have there, and I say if I wouldn't have got rid of my singles, I would have been really tempted to pick up one to try the formula. A few more things from Model Co, a few more things from e.l.f. I think it was more mascaras, but again, we're much the same price of what you pay online anyway. On the top, they had quite a few nail varnishes from Essie. They had this one which was £3.99, and those ones are usually £8.99, and I do regret not picking that one up because I do really like the formula. Then I worked my way back round to where I started, and there wasn't much else that I seen, to be honest. The main things they do have a lot of is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and if you can find the right kind of shade and thing you're looking for, you can tend to get a good deal. But we just don't seem to stock as many brands as the US version, which is TK Maxx or I think Marshalls. They just seem to have a much wider array of brands that they stock. I then got distracted by this really cute lightweight jacket for my daughter. It was from the brand Michael Kors and was £30. I then worked my way over to the skincare as this La Mer product caught my eye. I know this is a really expensive brand and this was £20 down from I think I said 50. Other than that, there wasn't an awful lot really in the skincare section that did catch my eye. Not many brands that I recognised, to be honest. They had this little set from Bioskin which was £7.99. I don't think that's too much discount from what you can buy them separately for online, but it's not a bad brand from the things I've tried so far. There wasn't much in either of the two sections. There was a couple of products that I had spotted from the brand Nip and Fab. They did have these kale makeup removing pads, which weren't too bad of a price, but I just didn't feel like I needed them, and I would have just been getting them for the sake of trying them really. But I say other than that, not much else. They had a few face masks and novelty face masks and things like that, but nothing that jumped out at me. I then had a little nose at the makeup bags that they had, and I really liked this smaller one which had Love on it, and this one was £9.99.
Okay, so we are now back in the car. It's starting to go dark. I was in there for that long, but I haven't had a good route around TK Maxx in such a long time, so it was really nice to properly have a look at what they've got. The makeup section was a bit of a mess, as I expected, and there's also mainly Anastasia Beverly Hills stuff that I've seen, but I have wanted to try a few things from that brand for so long, so I did actually treat myself to a couple of things. As you can see, I spent quite a while flicking through all the lipsticks because a lot of the stuff there was there probably because it's a bit of more obscure shades, but still I picked up a couple of things, and it was also really hard to find ones that hadn't actually been opened and swatched, but I think the two that I got haven't been. Then I also picked up a couple of clothes for my daughter, so I'll just show you quickly what I've got now before I head home. So the first one I picked up was one of the matte lipsticks, and I got the shade Rosewood. And looking at this one, it doesn't appear to have been swatched. When I actually opened it, I don't recognise this as being the standard packaging, so I don't know if it's just the sort of cheaper packaging that they maybe use. But it is a really nice, warm, pinky, dark browny shade, but it doesn't look like it has been touched. It does have a little slight mark on there, but I don't think that's anything untoward. So I will have a look at these properly when I get home. That was £9.99 instead of, I think that says £18. And then I also picked up one of the liquid lipsticks. This is £20 down to £9.99, and I got the shade Grim. This one I picked up first and thought it might be a bit too light or grey toned, so I did go through a few of the others, but there was one that was definitely going to be too pale. I did find a really nice shade which I think had rose somewhere else in the name, but it was just, it unfortunately had been opened and someone looked like they'd swatched it, so I didn't want to risk it, whereas this one looks like it hasn't. But it is still quite a nice shade. It is darker in person than it is pulling up on the camera. I don't know if it's going to be grey tones, which hopefully it's not, but looking at the bit that's on the neck there, which I did cause, and also the bit there I did cause, it was clean before I opened it, it does look like it is going to be quite a nice shade, and I'm intrigued to try this formula as I've wanted to try it for some time. I also picked up a pair of tongs as we need some new tongs in our kitchen. Nothing exciting there. I then got this really cute little set for my daughter. It's like a 4-piece set with two pairs of shorts and a couple of tops, and that was only £12.99, which I thought was really nice. I did get size 4 because they didn't have any smaller size, but I thought that'd probably do it for next year because she's only 2.5. And then I did actually also pick up this Michael Kors jacket, which I showed in an earlier clip. That was £30, but I think it's a really nice jacket. Again, I've got again, I got a bigger size, but that should last her for a couple of years. And I've just pulled into the Tesco car park and realised that I forgot to sign off my previous video. I've come to Tesco to very importantly get some snacks for tonight because I think I'm going to have a movie night. I am baby free, so going to make the most of it and watch a movie that I want to watch rather than watching a plethora of Disney films. Not that there's anything wrong with a Disney film, but it'd be nice to just watch a grown-ups film. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.